Hello everybody, welcome to Deal With It, a one-stop gateway for your tech mastery. Hello everybody, welcome to Deal with IT. We are here to discuss about the basic interview questions for freshers and couple of years experience people also who are going to IT field. There are so many branches in IT field and you want to choose one of the career in that. But whenever you go as a fresher, face an interview, whether it might be a programmer job or it might be a system admin or it might be a network professional, you will be facing very basic questions. Your subject might be varying. You might be a programmer or you might be a network administration, you might be a security professional. While going for an interview, you might be well prepared with your own subject. But remember that whenever you go for an interview, sometimes all of a sudden you might face a very basic questions which you are not prepared for that. And as an interviewer, he expects you to know all the basic concept at least. He expects straightforward, clear and legible answers for each and every basic question. As a fresher, he'll not be expecting you to be a great expert in the whole subject, but he expects you to be clear with the basic concept. Before digging deep into the subject, the interviewer might shoot a question, very simple question on your part. If you are not well prepared for that, it might look like an out of context for you and you start trembling. This may lead you to go into a chaos and the interviewer might get a first impression that you don't know the basic concept, and later it might be very difficult for you to cover up all these things unless you are a very real expert in your subject. Just we'll try to make the concepts clear of the basic terminology in IT. Any interviewer will straightforward expect direct, clear, legible answer from you of the concepts you know. Like if he asks you what is a computer, if you tremble, and definitely you'll be knowing what is a computer and you'll be using the computer since long and you might be playing with the computer also. But if he asks a question like a basic question, if you tremble there and you try to frame up the words there itself, then it is very difficult for you. So we'll see some of the questions and we'll see the answers. For these questions, you should be answering in a straightforward and legible way. We'll take some basic questions here. What is a computer? Your answer should be straightforward like this. Computer is an electronic device that processes data and performs tasks according to the instructions. That instructions are given by a software, of course. Second question, what is a hardware? Hardware refers to the physical components of the computer like monitor, keyboard, CPU, and hard disk, and RAM, etc. etc. Third question, what is a software? Software is a set of program or instructions that tell to the hardware what is to be done. Examples of softwares are Microsoft Word, browser, any game is also a software. Next one. What is an operating system? Operating system is an interface in between hardware and software. Examples of operating system are Windows, Linux, and Macintosh. Operating system is an interface in between human beings and a computer, because computer is a hardware which doesn't understand human language, and human language who doesn't understand hardware or machine language. So there should be an interface in between both human beings and machine, which translates the communication accordingly and the way human beings and machine understands. Next one is, what is a desktop? A desktop is a main screen of your computer once you log in. That means whenever you boot a system, if it is asking some password, you provide the credentials, it goes into and boots everything and makes a stage where it is ready to perform all the actions. It is a first screen after you boot into a computer. There is another meaning for a desktop, where a desktop is a physical device which is attached to a monitor, and the desktop inside it contains the hardware like CPU, RAM, and etc. etc. So next question is, what is the difference between desktop and laptop? A desktop is a stationary computer setup in general, which is not supposed to move each and every time. But a laptop is a portable computer. Both are computers, but desktop is generally immovable and laptop is meant for moving here and there. Next question is, what is a file? File is a digital document or a piece of data stored in one place in a computer. Some photo JPG is also a file, and any another document is called a file. Next question, what is a folder? Folder is a container used to organize the files in a computer. These file and folder and all many computer related terminology is related to our real life scenario where we'll be having a folder. It might be a plastic or paper folder where you keep all the files organized inside that. Next question is, what is the difference between computer and a system? A computer can be any standalone, but it becomes a system when it is connected to a network and it is connected to some printer. If so many components of IT physically or logically connected to a computer, then it can be named as a system. In the other word, system is a combination of so many components. A computer can be a standalone entity. Next question comes here. What is a network? A network is a group of computers connected together logically or physically and logically to share the resources and data. The next question is, what is a LAN? LAN, a local area network, is a network that connects to the computers within the limited area or in general a office area. What is a WAN? WAN is wide area network, connects device across larger geographical area. For example, an internet is a WAN. What is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is a wireless technology that allows devices to connect to the internet or a network wirelessly or without cables. What is an internet? The internet is a network of networks which is connected globally, that connects to the millions of computers to share the information. What is a website? A website is a collection of web pages accessed through the internet, often using a browser. What is a browser then? A browser is a software or an interface application used to access the websites. For example, Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer. These are the examples of a browser. What is a URL? URL is a uniform resource locator. It is a web address used to access a specific website or web page. What is a search engine? A search engine is a tool to find the information from various sources on the internet. For example, Google, Yahoo, and Bing. What is an IP address? IP address is a unique numerical label assigned to each device which is unique to one device. What is a RAM? RAM is a random access memory, is a temporary memory that helps a computer to run the programs faster. It is erased when the system is power off. What is a ROM? ROM, read only memory. This is a storage where permanent information is stored to start the computer. That means when a computer starts its booting, it takes all the instructions from ROM. What is a hard disk? Hard disk is a main storage device of a computer where all the data, files and softwares are stored. What is an antivirus software? It is a software used to detect and remove viruses and other malicious programs. What is a backup? Backup is a process of copying and storing the important information or data in another location for recovery in case of data loss or data failure. What is a troubleshooting? Troubleshooting is the process of identifying and resolving the problems which are coming in computers and network systems. Subscribe the channel if you want to deal with it. As we are here to deal with information technology, let us deal with it. If you hit the bell icon, you can access all the regular videos here and stay tuned with us.